let's talk about Plantmania. Okay, so this is a weird one for us because it's just you don't think about the types of cards that actually have plants on them, but that's literally all it is, guys. It's cards that have plants on the artwork, cost 2 energy points, so that's gonna be spam as fuck, right, bros? So it just gives you an example of all of the cards that you're gonna be able to use in this mode, and obviously, you know, you're gonna find better benefit from using things that usually cost a lot more. So in my mind, immediately I went for stuff like this, bros. Manbred Pig, Santa Claus, Satan, Scuzzle. Scuzzle is going to be great in Chaos mode as usual, right? So you can see the deck that I went with down here, but let's talk about it here. I got 12 wins and 1 loss on this. It's my only run, and it took me about an hour, but I ran through everybody that I could with it. Look at my placement here. Yeah, I was number 9 a second ago. So yeah, of course, stuff moves around very quickly. But that's that. So let's talk about the mode itself. I have a couple matches for you guys here to look at. And we're just going to talk about the matches and what I did, and how you should run the mode. So 2 very good examples here. Let's start with this one here. Okay, so as you can see, every single thing in your hand is going to be 2 costs if you follow the deck. Deck will be, if you missed it up front and you needed something more clear, it's going to be at the very end of the video, where I'll show you what I got for the 12 wins. So let's see here. So you guys know that I usually tell you, make sure that you can get your opponent's units to your side of the field first, right? Well, you got your opponent here putting out 2 very heavy units, so we want to go ahead and just set up, right? Doggo being played first allows us to bring him right back, right? The Scuzzlebutt, of course, we want to die, so we want him to start getting hit by things that damage. And then we have our Scott in the very back just setting up just to get that AoE damage. So here, what you're seeing on his side of the field is we have that Psalm, we have the Kyle, and then we have Ned. So there are 2 very important cards that you're going to need to deal with the back lines and shit like that, bros. So what you're going to need is Labard, and you're going to need Psalm. So if you have Santa, Psalm, Labard, you're going to be able to really just melt the back lines. And that's the key here, bros, because the back lines are going to be the ones that deal the damage. Your meat up front is just going to be dealing, or just, you know, stopping the push, right? And so you're going to see this play out very well. So there's the back lines. He basically has the same shit I do. There's the Labard up front. That's a good move by the opponent, by the way. The Labard up front is going to mean that he's going to die quicker, and is going to get back into your hand very quickly, right? So as you can see, like right now, I have most of my deck out. I have 1 energy ready to go, and it's nothing but 2 cost cards. One thing I'd like to say about the Satan is you can switch that out for DSR. That will probably work a lot better for most people. I didn't really use Satan, I just had it because it was an option. I did a couple of big brain plays in some matches that were like whatever, like using Kyle and then just throwing Satan on top of the entire push, you know, Kyle's invincibility shield. So yeah, it's gonna be heavy midline battles. The idea is that you have to be able to smoke the opponent's backline, and you're gonna need Labard, you're gonna need Psalm for that, and you're going to need to be able to spam as much as possible, so that Santa is going to be crucial So as you can see, we're doing it. The opponent kind of gets the upper hand a little bit here. As you can see, yeah. Still midline battle. It's a very, very slow push, guys. You have to be very patient. You're gonna be spamming. It's gonna feel wrong, bros, because every single card is 2 cost. It's gonna feel very wrong, you know, to the traditional gameplay style. It's fun, but it feels wrong, especially to me. So if you start to see that you're losing position, let them come to you, bros. Like, see here in this situation, the opponent won the push because he was able to get my back line basically taken care of. So we're just putting our stuff right back in a position of advantage. So here's where the Satan kind of helped me. I was able to take care of the Ned and kind of chip on the Kyle. But the whole time, bros, just notice what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep him on my side of the field so that I can wear out his energy and just build up my push. Throughout the entire you know, the 12-win run, it was nothing but how much can I last, right? Like how much value can I get for 2-cost units? How often can I melt the opponent's back line? So you'll always kind of have to look for Labard, Santa, and Psalm. That's what I found myself doing. Of course, Alchemist Scott is going to be great for this as well. So you can see I'm kind of always losing these battles. So you see I just put out that Scuzzlebutt right up front to tank the damage. And I'm just constantly just trying to stay on my side of the field. Of course, there it is right there, another Labard move. So I melt the Kyle, and we're starting to get position again. We're starting to build up a nice push. My Scuzzlebutt dies. There's Psalm dying. So that Ned is putting in work, right? In some situations, you do want to hit the Murph charge. As you saw right there, the Kyle died. But guys, this is the mode. This is just what you're going to be dealing with. Constant, just midline battles. Watch when you actually activate your charges, because the charges are going to win your matches, bros. So you see I haven't hit his new kid at all, and now you can see that I have 3 cards left in my hand and then 2. So we're beginning to win. I'm beginning to actually get value for my plays, and I'm being very consistent, right? You see my doggo is just constantly getting Scuzzlebutt buffs and shit. We're keeping it up, and we're constantly pressing here. Now this is where we have the advantage, and this is where we gotta press, right? So there it is, and we finally get in there. Have patience, bros, and you will get your dubs. So here's another example, bros. One thing I'd like to say is don't pay attention to the elo, guys. This is equal levels. What's going to win you these matches is patience. It's going to be using your 2-cost cards correctly, and it's making sure that you follow the basics that I usually teach on the channel, which we do more of on Twitch, because I have a little more freedom there. We can talk a lot more. YouTube's a little weird with its algorithm, but if you'd like to learn about TVT, for example, come over to Twitch. It's the same name as here, WDWaRpBladeTV. But let's get back into this example. So yeah, I always tell you guys, don't worry about people's elo, because you can lose to anybody, bros. Anybody. I don't care if it's a 100 elo player. You just never know when a talented player has started a new account or something, right? So you demonstrate here with the doggo that you can just bring it back to your side of the field, right? This guy ends up being very annoying with his berry plays, and he's got ultra value the entire game, guys. Pope, he's got call girl, he's got cows, and he's pressing me for big value. And as you can see, there's even another berry getting ready to have more value. So what he was going for was the critters value, just constant free energy. And what am I doing, guys? I'm not freaking out. I'm staying on my side of the field. I'm protecting my back line, and I'm putting meat up front to where we can actually take care of the push as it comes in. Now that Mimsy shows up and we're in trouble. There's still more berry values, guys. Still more berry value, and I'm constantly having to chill. Don't freak out. And look, I have almost all my deck out here. Satan. As things die, think about it, guys. Where are you going to place your units? Where does it make sense? Don't just spam stuff. Look at the field. Make sure that you're, like right here, I put the Psalm right there next to that Mimsy. And of course we have cows setting up again right there, right up front. Guy takes the bar with a minute left. And he's just getting all kinds of insane value. But he's not killing anything. That's the biggest weakness of his deck. So he's starting to set up a very nice critters in the back, as you can see. And I'm just sitting on 10 energy, bros. I have to just use the Satan to get stuff out, to get more damage out, because I have 30 seconds left. We take the bar, Scuzzlebutt dies, and I need to set back up again very quickly, right? Because the situation gets pretty insane. Now you see all these charges that I keep doing, guys, and placements. You know, I'm splitting the push. I'm making sure that damage is always going downfield. I'm looking to see what the opponent is actually doing. I see the cows coming. I have Kyle. I'm putting stuff out. It's just constant. The berry value here can get ridiculous because nothing dies, right? So if you're playing berries, obviously very big advantage. I have my entire deck out again, bros. But that Santa Psalm, Kyle, Scott, just it's constant. And you see we're clear into overtime. Oh, that's what I said earlier, bros. The Satan, you may not find a lot of value for, but you could switch him out for DSR, and I think that would actually work out for the majority of people here. But yeah, I had him in there. I didn't find him to be a problem with my run. That would have probably been something that I changed immediately if I had to like do another run. But this is what I'll call like my first, like a cold run, because I tried a deck, figured out a deck, and it ended up working very well. It's just very slow, as you're seeing, but we're overcoming, guys. We are overcoming. There's constant damage. I have no more cards to play. Basically the entire match, bros. So there it is. More cows, just constant cows. It's just insane. And we finally take the dub. So, yeah, hopefully my commentary here was good. I haven't done one of these in a while. So it's like, yeah. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about that. I'm looking forward to giving you guys more chaos mode videos. I've had lots of DMs. I've had lots of DMs from you bros asking for chaos mode, and that's dope because it just shows me that you guys are still into the game and we're still trying to have fun with it, right? So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that nonsense. Tell your friends, and don't forget to visit me live on Twitch. You'll see a nice little link in the description or the comments or whatever I decide to do. Look for it. Come visit me at Twitch. Love you guys. We'll see you later, and hopefully you enjoyed this Plantmania Chaos Mode video.